We are Blaas of Glory and we love Full Metal Cruise! The band started out as a regular cover group with those clothes and electrified, amplified instruments. And then we'd like to pacify a little bit the hard rock and the heavy metal. And then we got a bit tired of it, we became older, and then we thought, well, all those shit coming with us and all those late night shows, we don't want it anymore. So maybe we can do a couple of songs and make them acoustic. So make the metal gemütlich with sousaphone and banjo and accordion. We tried it, and the first time in our hometown, the audience went through the roof. So we thought, well, maybe this is something we can use in the future, and we do it maybe a couple of years. And that was now 10 years ago. So that's how it started. We usually play at street theater festivals. Most of them in France or in Germany, and regular pop festivals in Holland, the big ones, and also in Sziget in Hungary, and all the big ones, and a few heavy metal festivals. In Holland we played for some guy who had a major booking agency, and he said you have to reserveren this date. 8th June in 10 years ago, and he said you have to keep that date free in your agenda, and we said why? I can't tell you, he said. It was a bit exciting for us, and then we saw the date came nearby, and then we looked on the internet and we thought, well, Metallica in some big park in Holland, well, that can't be the case. But it was, so they invited us to play with Metallica in this big park in Holland, and then the manager of Metallica saw us play there, and he was laughing his ass off. He found it so nice. And he said, well, you bring a smile to people's faces, and that's what I like, so check your agendas. Do you want to come on a European tour with us? So we went to Finland, Spain, England and Germany, and then we played with Metallica, and that all the newspapers in Holland printed that we played with them. And so a lot of metal and hard rock guys saw that also, and they thought, well, what is this? So, and they liked us from the beginning, and that's how we entered this scene. Most of us are not from that scene at all. I listen to totally different music at home, and most of us do that. And the first time in Holland on that show with Metallica, we asked the guy who organized it to have some security around us while we were playing between them, because we thought, well, we are making a bit of a mock of them. We know we play the music very well, but we look like cliché hard rocks from the 80s. We didn't know if they would like that, so we asked if some security could come, and the man laughed at us. He said, well, that's not necessary, because metalheads are the most friendly people in the world. And then we didn't believe that, because we didn't know any metalheads until then. But we went on the field, and then it was not 1 minute later that we thought, okay, the guy is right, because metalheads are the finest audience in the world.
Why did you focus on metal when nobody was into that kind of music?
I think that two things come together in this, because we've always found hard rockers and metalheads looked a little bit funny in our eyes, and now we know that they also think themselves as funny of themselves. How do you call that? Selbstironie. And that is why it is fun to get dressed like one of them, because they like it also to laugh about themselves.
How do you explain your popularity to yourselves, thinking of your popularity within the metal scene or the hard rock scene?
I think it's this selbstironie, self-irony, Yeah, and we pick the right songs, I think. We pick the songs that everybody knows. And then we make a twist of the songs. We change the songs a little bit. And I think we do that very well. We are looking for ways to play the songs until it's perfect, we think. So, and the way we dress, well, it's not perfect at all, but it fits some kind of humor. And the humor meets the self-ironie of the metalheads, I think. Yeah. And I think that's why we're well, pretty popular, I think, yeah. In the meantime, we are appreciating their music much more than before we were in this scene. Because I learned a lot of bands and a lot of music, so we learned a lot from it also.
You played Wacken, you played Full Metal Mountain.
Yeah.
You know the Wacken family.
Yes.
Does the Wacken family somehow is a special community within the metal scene?
Yes, I think so. The atmosphere there is so special that you don't find it anywhere else in the world, I think. And I can't put a finger on what it is exactly, but I think it's because it came from two guys in the north of Germany who once started on a trailer with 3 bands and a 500 people audience, and that it's grown until it's what it's now. I think that's also the history makes also the family feeling, I think. When you look at the 2 guys who organize it, then they are just 2 guys and not some big shots or whatever. They walk around there and they talk with everybody, so they create this atmosphere of family and friendliness. I think it comes from Wacken itself and those 2 guys. When the festival had its 25th anniversary, they invited us to the village fest, and then we were there, and we felt almost like it was in my own hometown. You know, and it's strange because it's a small village, 600 kilometers from where we live. So,
especially here on Full Metal Cruise, when you return to the ship, what is it you're looking forward to most?
The playing on the pool deck in the sun. And see the people smile for what we do, and that is the most important. Then, and of course the relaxations and the beautiful weather and the food and the people. But what I mostly remind is the gigs that we do and that the people liked, like playing in the staircase with the elevators, and that's the things that we remember. Even if we are 20 years from now, I will still remember this show we did on the deck today. I will remember for a few years, I'm sure.
And sail the 7 seas. We came together here to celebrate the steel.